Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Day Trader. Well, we're using strong language today on our show, and it is relevant. BSV is up, BTC is down, markets are crashing, and crypto Celsius DECEIT. That's what this video is all about today. Very strong words, deceit, but I choose my words wisely. I choose them carefully. Look at the markets down now. There's more downturn today. 10% every day now. People are being liquidated. People are going bankrupt. People are losing all their money. It's getting worse and worse. And people are lying on the way down. And you'll get none of that from this show. I guarantee and promise you that. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. I just bought some more Virgin Orbit. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's look at my overall portfolio. 28,978 now. Being wiped out. Absolutely being wiped out, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Everyone's selling everything, and let's discuss what's going on with Celsius today. Unbelievable. Telling everybody that they have liquidity so they can always operate, and now freezing, and all of a sudden they've got no assets to pay and to be able to move money around. Of course they don't, because they never had it in the first place. We'll come back to that in a minute. Ponzi scheme, does that mean anything to anybody? Click subscribe, ring the bell, and give us a thumbs up. Let us know you're here. We're live every day for the opening and closing bell. No clickbait, no drama, just the truth every day. My real money, my real shares, my real positions. This is it right now. This is where we are, 28,929, as you can see. All-time lows now, collapsing. Is the Vanguard S&P, the most stable of assets. Look at it. Even that is down today. Incredible stuff. It has been going sideways all day today, though, but that doesn't mean anything. It could all go again tomorrow. I'll be here all evening. Robbie Cooper, how are you? Great to have you here. Welcome to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. Robbie Cooper, lovely to see you. Didn't you just message me a few moments ago over on Discord? I think it was you. Let me have a look. I think I got a message. Was in general chit chat. I think it was Robbie C. Yes, that is you. Yes, I did. I got a message from you. MicroStrategy now at 900 billion loss since investment in Bitcoin BTC from Mr. Saylor. Yeah, could be liquidated. Could be liquidated today. This is very, very serious. No joking around. There's people now losing their houses. There's people doing all kinds of stuff. There's drama going on in homes around the world. And, that's the reality. And it's all lies, all Ponzi. I've been saying it since the very, very beginning. And I want to go back over it all today so we all know where we stand. This is awful when it was all predictable. All on the wall. All written on the wall. Okay, let's go through our stocks right now, and we've got Virgin Galactic down. I've just bought another 100. I'm buying these dips. I absolutely am, because the future is technology. The future is innovation. The future is all this stuff. The future is Tesla. The future is Rivian. The future is Lucid. Arrival too. You might as well. I mean, I've just bought some more, getting incredibly cheap. Amazon as well, strong company to hold it. Apple, look at Apple right now, down 3%, 12.5% now, nearly 13% crash since I bought it. And I bought it on a crash. Robinhood going to zero, 723. Unbelievable. McDonald's today. I'm actually up today on McDonald's. Can you believe it? But go to the other end of our spectrum. Look at crypto. Ethereum down nearly 9%. Bitcoin is about to go down to $10,000. You heard me say it here on the Day Trader. It could go down to $10,000 at any moment. It absolutely drives me mad today. All those chart readers telling me that you need to follow charts. This is what's going to happen. And now they're saying, oh, well, the charts, the rules have been changed. It's like looking in the clouds. You will always see a pattern somewhere. It's got nothing to do with charts. It never had anything to do with charts. The biggest investors in the world don't use charts. It's all about, and it always will be, and it always has been, about people. People have created thousands of different cryptos because they see people hungry to make money. When we had all the stimulus checks, everyone's buying in a get-rich-quick scheme. Since the beginning of time, people want to get rich for doing nothing. The very opposite of what we do here on the Day Trader. The very opposite. People wanting to get rich for doing nothing, so they bought all this stuff. And right now, I'm just showing you that BTC is down 8%. BSV is up 2.8%. I'm not saying that suddenly BSV is the best thing in the world and BTC is not. But what I'm saying is, it's the people behind it aren't all what they seem. That's the problem we've got right now. We just have a loss of camera for a second. Let me fix that. We just have a loss of camera a second. Well, the charts told us BTC is heading down to 20,000. I literally said that weeks ago. Ali Tisro, you did. You absolutely did. But the charts only told you what's already happened. They don't tell you what is going to happen. I honestly, I know people are really passionate about their charts. But charts of what has already happened in the past. It doesn't predict what's going to happen in the future. It's just an indication of what happened in the past, because people can tend to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. They keep doing the same thing. If something doesn't work, most people carry on doing the same thing rather than learning and changing. That's just how it goes. Anyway, it's all predictable. It's all there on the wall. And today what's happened at Celsius is proof of it. Proof of it. One of the biggest systems today, Celsius, has frozen payments. You can't take your money out. You can't transfer. And yet only a few days ago, they said they had plenty of capital and liquidity to manage all transactions. And now they haven't got any. The whole thing was a lie in the first place. And then people will defend it. People will defend it. How can you defend it? You've lost all your money. How the hell can you defend it? But it's because I've had people on it today defending one coin to another, because it's what they invest in, and we won't have that on the show. It's got to be the truth. It's not got to be what you want it to be. It's got to be what it is. Anyway, dear oh dear. Ali Tisro, if you want to call into the show, have your say today. I'd love to hear your view today. We had Peru call in this morning, shared his views. I'd love you to call in. Completely agree. The charts show volumes in and out in the direction the coin is heading. Paul B, there give us direction and an edge. Nothing is ever 100%, but I would much rather have an edge. I don't think you have an edge, though, by reading a chart, because you're following what everybody else is doing. I don't think it gives you an edge. Reading people. Here on the Day Trader, I'm perfectly calm, because I understand what's going on. Greed, confusion. That's all it is. Simple, really. Since the beginning of time, before we had pens and paper, before we had charts, greed's always existed. And now this is greed gone absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Everyone's selling everything. What's the point? We've got people shorting the stock, trying to bring the stock down. We got half the world fighting against one side of the world. It's just ridiculous. It's just as ridiculous as what's going on in the Ukraine right now. There's no sense to what we do. Human beings, there's no sense to any of it. No sense whatsoever. But you can't stop people being people, right? It is what it is. We are where we are, and that's all there is to it. Right, the overall market is down 10%. We could have another 10% drop tomorrow, and there ain't nothing we can do to stop it. In fact, it's all predictable. Because the more it goes down, the more people think it's going to go down, so they gamble on it going down, and eventually they'll be wrong, and it'll go back up again. One mistake I made was waiting for a relief rally to sell, but there wasn't one. None at all. None at all. You're absolutely right, Ali. Reading people has ended up with everyone losing 50% of their portfolio since the beginning. Hang on a minute. Market, I have agreed with you all the way, but hang on a second. Do not focus on the price. Everyone does that. I am focusing on the value of my stocks. The companies haven't changed. Tesla is not a bad company all of a sudden. Virgin Orbit's not a bad company. Virgin Galactic's not a bad company. The price has gone down. That is all. And the price has gone down because, I hate the word, you use the word idiots, but it is. I'm going to use it. Idiots. Everyone's selling out. You're doing it to yourselves. You're blindly following lemons over a cliff. Everyone's selling everything so the stocks go down. That's all. And I just keep buying the dips of the great companies. I keep doing it. I bought more Virgin Orbit today. I bought more Tesla today. I bought more Virgin SPCE. If you want to throw your stocks away, that's fine. I'll pick them up. BTC is now down 8.18 today. Ethereum is down nearly 9% today. Now, for the first time, I've not seen this before, BSV is completely disconnected. It was correlating. It was all the crypto was doing the same, but for some reason, BSV has gone in a completely different direction. I don't know why that is. I'm not going to make a claim BSV is the best thing in the world and BTC is the worst thing in the world. But maybe the people behind BTC are the worst people in the world. Michael Saylor, who told us never sell your Bitcoin, he's selling it today. Michael Saylor, who bought more BTC than anyone, told you it could never go down, is now selling his BTC. BTC as any coin can go to zero. Go to zero, nothing to stop it. People keep telling me no, it can't. Of course it can. Everything can go to zero. Let me open up the broadcast lounge. If anybody wants to call in, have their say, please feel free. I'd love to hear from Ali Tisro. I've invited Market Profit many times in the show. You've never come in. You are able to come into the show. You are a member. You can call in. Have your say. Help people out. If you know something, share the information. I agree with you, Martin. Greed. It's all about greed. Thank you, Mike. It's not shorting to bring companies down. I do it to earn money. Well, of course you do. You do it to earn money, but it does ultimately bring the share price down. Because the trend is down. The trend is down because there's more people shorting right now. It's just greed over and over again. So what should I do? Wait and lose time to buy and lose money. The trouble is, we're all out for ourselves. Not here on this show. I sit here for hours a day for free for you guys. Done it nearly for a year. And I will continue to do it, even if I lose all my money. What are you supposed to do? The stock market was supposed to be, at least in my book, a place to invest in a company. Shorting something is not investing in it. Shorting a company is not investing in a company. It's not trying to make the world a better place. It's betting on bringing the market down so you make money rather than everybody make money. But that's how the game works. I respect you for doing that. I won't ever do it. And eventually, the shorters always lose. Eventually, they always get squeezed at the end. They make money now, but eventually they lose money. But so, I'm not having to go at anyone for shorting. That's the rules of the game. I get it. But is it right? Well, it's up to you. You can decide that. I don't judge you for it, though, but it's up to you. Next stable coin to go, Tether, then BTC, pain and market, destruction follows. I've no doubt about it. No doubt about that. Tether and BTC is going to collapse. Absolutely. There's nothing to hold it up. I've been saying that since the very, very beginning. One stock that is up today is Old Blue, IBM. There we go. Ali Tisro. Market profit charts are the only thing that give us an edge. You can keep buying, but at some point you will run out of money. Looking at charts. No, I won't run out of money. No, I won't run out of money because I go out and I earn it. I sit here for 10 hours a day, earning a few bucks a day, and I put it straight back in the market. I will not run out of money because I keep working. I keep working and I keep working and I don't give up. Remember how I told the story of how I bought my house for doing $1 tips. $1 tips over and over again for 4 years until I paid my house off. You won't run out of money. You'll run out of money if you borrow money. You run out of money if you're not financially efficient. Then you'll run out of money. Value is only correlated by of how well the company is doing. If you have a horrific company, value means nothing, and price is the only intrinsic metric you can follow. Well, that depends. If you believe that the future belongs to companies like this, Virgin, obviously the S&P, obviously Tesla, Rivian, Lucid, and I do. I do think these are great companies, innovative ideas, great problem solvers. Apple, Robinhood, I love the brokerage. Just hate the people that are selling all their stocks of it, that's all. He never said it won't go down. He isn't selling, it can't go to zero. He never said it won't go down. He isn't selling. Well, he is selling because we've had proof of it. We've had proof of the selling going on at Ali Tisro. It's on our Discord today. It's on our Discord today that Michael Saylor has sold some of his Bitcoin. Absolutely. He's transferred it. We've seen that already. And he's sold some. We've seen that. And BTC can go to zero. Of course it can. Oh, I've frozen again. We got an error here. Bear with me. Apologise about that. We've got a camera freezing. So with all the static, all the drama going on in the studio. Let it come back. It'll come back in a second. There it is. All right. Getting a bit of static today. And it's all this heat outside. Let me go back to the main trades. Of course it can go to zero, Ali. Go to zero if everyone sells it. Nothing to stop it. Nothing to stop it. Why can't BTC go to zero? Give me one reason why BTC can't go to zero. And don't say because countries have adopted it and it's everywhere. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. Buy BA here and be greedy. Buy BA. Arrival is getting shorted to bankruptcy. There we go. So what's the sense of that? What's the sense of that? A company that could do really good things is being shorted to go bankrupt. So we short the stock, so a handful of people make some money. So the idea of a company that could build things and employ people and give jobs and be a good thing for society and good thing for the environment gets completely destroyed because of half a dozen people want to make some money. That doesn't seem very sensible to me. Anyway, Arrival is getting shorted to bankruptcy. I'm mad that I'm losing money, but I will be D if I'm going to, well, damned if I'm going to sell now. Yeah, there you go, Mike. You're right. Margin call incoming. Arnold Palmer, Rivian, and Lucid to zero. Come on, bruv. Rivian, Rivian and Lucid to zero. So now all the car manufacturers are going to go to zero and bankrupt as well. Those companies are risky with no cash on debt and no proven demand. Proven demand? Of course there's demand. Of course there's demand. The whole world's going electric. Queen, how are you? Spent an hour on the phone earlier with Peru. Now I've got hand cash app among the Chronos and BSV chat. Spent an hour on the phone with Peru. Now I've got hand cash app among the Chronos and BSV chat. Don't quite get this. I don't quite get the sentence. Sorry, mate. My hand cash app still isn't working. The app on my phone still isn't working. Hello, everyone, says the Queen. The millionaires and billionaires are screwing us again. Yep, it's a gambler's fallacy to say I will never run out of money. And if you make your money back and get to even a better or continue to plunge your money into the slot machine. Hang on a minute. It's a gambler's fallacy to say I will never run out of money. How is it? How is it? I've always earned my money. Since I was 16 years of age, never asked anyone from anyone, never taken any money from anyone, never been funded by anyone, never had any free money from the government, not a single penny, never been unemployed. I've worked my arse off. Of course I can always make money. I'll always make money. I'll always find ways. If I have to go outside and sell lemonade on the street, I will. Always. I used to do shows. I couldn't do it anymore because I now do this, which I really enjoy, by the way. But I always find a way to make money. I don't mind how much time it takes me. I bought 2 BTC cash and 3 LTC, all valued at 500. Now it's worth $350. You bought, and now it's worth $350. 2 BTC. Oh, BTC Cash. Oh, I got you. Yeah. James Thompson. Yeah. BTC will not go to zero because there is always a whale trying to make a buck. It doesn't matter. Once they realize nobody wants to buy it, it go to zero. What you're doing there, Manal, you're always assuming that someone will buy what you don't want to sell. Sorry, you're always assuming there's someone who wants to buy what you don't want anymore. You can't assume that. You can't assume that. Advice. Should I sell my crypto? I bought in at 500. Listen, it depends on your situation. Are you borrowing the money? Are you in debt? Do you need the money for bills? Are you in some dodgy cryptocurrency or are you in some stable stuff? James Thompson, some bad crypto coins you have. It depends what you have. Ali Tisro would love you to call into the show today and have your say. Ali Tisro is one of our members, and we appreciate Ali Tisro very much. He'll be turning gold soon because he's been with us now for a couple of months. If Putin loses, everything could go in a blinding flash. Go back up again, you mean? Yeah. James Hoddle, hold on for dear life. There's Paddy from Italy. I've got Hand Cash app and it works fine on iPhone, no issues. Yeah, it won't work on my phone, I'm afraid. I've tried. It is what it is. But the creator of it, Alex, I spoke to yesterday, the man who designed it, says they're sending out they know what's wrong with it, and they're sending out an update last night. It hasn't arrived yet, but there is an update in the pipeline. Rivian and Lucid are jokes. If Tesla doesn't kill them, the OEM who makes soon EVs will. They're too late. They're actually going to zero. Arnold De Palma. Arnold De Palma, how are you doing this afternoon? Where are you today? Over on Twitch, right? Over on Twitch, I think you are. Yeah, there you are. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much for being here this afternoon. I want to welcome all our friends over on Twitter this afternoon as well. Lots of new friends on Twitter. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate all my new friends on Twitter. Very much indeed. Let's have a look. Market profit. Martin, my point was saying you have endless money to put into the stock market in hopes of breaking even or getting ahead. It's a gambler's fallacy. Well, it's kind of investing in a company that I believe in. I'd see it that way. I'm fighting shorters. I'm fighting people who had no real interest in the market in the first place. People who invested just to short the stock, never invested in it in the first place, right? I am staying on for another month, Marty. You are staying on for another month. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Sam. Appreciate it very much indeed. Sam's here, staying on for another month as a member. We appreciate that, Sam. Good stuff. I'm just trying to save you my British friend. We can't save me. I am where I am. I am where I am. No, if he does it, if he loses it in his mind, go crazy. Hang on a minute. Let me know when we can debate. Take all that Lucid money and Rivian and put it in Tesla if you really believe. Let me know when we can debate. You can call in live to the show on YouTube if you're a member. It's open for open all the time for our members. IBM is doing great according to Sam. If you're over on YouTube and you want to be a member, you can call in the debate. The phone line is open for all. If your investing strategy is following human sentiment and not technicals or charts, you would be following everyone into oil and energy plays. That's where the bullish sentiment is right now. No, because there's no future in oil. That's why. There's no future in oil at all. At all. There's no future in oil. Everything is about future technical, future development, research, solar, wind, EVs, space. Got no interest in investing in oil. Again, if you don't believe in something, why would you invest in it? Some people invest in oil just to make money. I don't invest in anything just to make money. I invest in what's good and what is right and what long term will do well. All right, we got Ali Tisro in the green room. He's going to come into the broadcast lounge in a second. So before we bring Ali Tisro in, he's going to have his say today on crypto and where he sees the market going and what's going on in his world today. And we're looking forward to hearing from him. Please hit the like button. We've got 30 watching. We need 30 likes in the next 5 minutes. In the first half an hour of our shows, the record still stands at 31 likes. So we've got 5 minutes to get 31 likes. We've got 14. You ready? Okay, here we go. Let's smash the like button and then we'll bring Ali Tisro in. There we go. Smash the like button. Bring it up. 1 minute. Go. Go, 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 go. Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. Smash the like button. And then we'll hear from our guest this afternoon, Ali Tisro, our crypto man from England. 16 likes. We're moving up. Oh, would the real Satoshi please stand up? Say please stand up. Say please stand up. Would the real Satoshi please stand up? Nakamoto. All right, 30 seconds to go. 16 likes. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. We're not quite there. We're halfway there where we need to be. Right. I'm going to bring our guest in now. We've got a guest on the phone who you're going to really love hearing. He's got a good insight on the way he sees crypto. So we're going to bring him in a second. Let me just get back to the trading screen. Right, here we go. Let's bring in Ali Tisro. So I'm going to go over now to Discord. If you are a member and you want to call into the show, you can call in, have your say. Members only, I'm afraid. So we don't have idiots calling in, talking nonsense. All right. All right, Ali Tisro, you're live on the show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Martyn. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's lovely to have you back here on The Day Trader. So what do you make of this? What do you make of the markets today, and how are you coping with it all?
I guess it's how it was expected. A few weeks ago, couple months ago, I've been saying it's going to be heading down.
Yeah.
Bitcoin was on its way to 20,000. Altcoins like Ethereum were bound to bleed more than Bitcoin in such a risk-off environment. So I guess it was expected, but I was expecting a relief rally in all honesty, but we didn't get it.
No. What do you think about today, what happened with Celsius?
I think there's a lot of Ponzi schemes out there. Any sort of staking platform which promises you high yields, I'll stay away. I'll stay away from. You should always keep your own crypto, keep your own keys, take off exchanges, make it yours. But yeah, it's bringing the market down. It's bringing Ethereum down. But what can we do?
Yeah, I mean it's difficult, and one of the hardest things to do is you're always tempted to buy the dips, but I did a post on Twitter a couple of days ago, and I said, what do you get if you cross a dip with a dip? You get a bigger dip, and dip-de-doo-dah, and that's all you get. You just keep getting dips, keep going down, and people think that it can't go any lower. Well, there's a long way to the bottom. If you look at any of these assets, if you look at, I'm just looking at Ethereum right now, you go, all right, $1,200. Well, $1 is a long way from 1,200. Anything can keep going down, a long way to go.
$1. Wow, I'll be picking up a lot of Ethereum if it ever hits $1. But yeah, on the point that you like to say, Bitcoin can't hit zero. Or can hit zero. I just still don't agree with that. There will always be big whales who want to own everything. So I mean, it can come close. It can come down to 4,000, 5,000, but it can never go to zero.
Well, and I respect your opinion. I get what you're saying. You don't think it will because people will be too greedy to buy in and to miss out, and they see it getting cheaper and cheaper, and they'll just buy it. I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. That makes perfect sense. I'm just making the point that no matter how much passion or belief is in it and how much greed is in it, there's physically, what I mean when I say physically, there's nothing physically, there's not a bridge holding it up. You are relying on nothing more than a rich person with money and greed and desire. Now, if that's great, and that exists in the world and probably always will exist in the world, but you are relying on something so uncontrollable and so, unpredictable. Would you really, is that investing? Is that investing, or is that just literally gambling with everything? I think
that applies to everything, even the stock market.
Yeah.
It's controlled by the rich people. It can go down, it can go up. I think what we need to do is invest in what we believe is the future, what we believe is good technology, what we believe will help society in the future. Bitcoin is helping all the unbanked people that don't have addresses. Homeless people can have a Bitcoin wallet, they can't have a bank account. It enables transactions. It's a good store of value long term. If you look at the Bitcoin versus USD, it's always been going up. There's always dips, but it always carries on going up. It's somewhere you want to put your money in the future technology, which is the same as Tesla, same as anything else. But I can see what you mean. There's nothing physically, I guess, backing it. So yeah, if everyone did sell, it could go to zero.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't believe it can happen, and I don't think you do either. But the concept that it can go to zero is 0%.
I don't think BTC will go to zero. I don't think it will. I'm just simply making the point because my show is growing at such a rate now that it grows because I make every effort to make sure the words I pick are accurate and truthful and honest. I can't sit here and say Bitcoin can't go to zero, because it can. Do I think it will go to zero? No, I don't think it will go to zero, but that doesn't make it a fact though. And I feel a responsibility. Off air, I get hundreds of emails a day now from people either desperate, begging for money, people saying, can you help me? And I just can't come on here and try to sell them a scheme or a training scheme or a quick. I've got to tell people the truth and what I'm investing with my own real money. It's all I can do is share my own experiences. So, as you know, over the last few days, if you've been following me on Twitter, I've had a lot of big BSV people talk to me, people that are behind the whole networks, the creators and everything. Some very, very large people talk to me and about BSV and how it's different from BTC and this and that and the other. I'd like to get your opinion on it. I don't know if you're a BSV fan or not, or what's your take on it?
In all honesty, I'm not a BSV fan, but that's my opinion. I'm not too educated about it, so I can't comment too much on it. But something like XRP, which was created by the same people as Bitcoin, a few years later, I think that is more promising because they saw the problems with Bitcoin and they created a new one. They saw what would happen in 10 years and how much energy Bitcoin will use, so they created XRP, which uses virtually no energy. So something like XRP I can get behind, but BSV, I'm not educated enough to make a comment on it, but I just believe it's another coin that will go down if the rest of the market goes down, just like anything else. So if you believe in it, invest in it. If you personally don't believe in it, then don't invest in it. But that's the same with anything, I guess. But the charts is something else you need to start looking into, because they certainly give a good direction of where things are heading. The Fibonacci levels, the mathematics in all charts, they've never been fully wrong. They give you the edge, nothing else gives you an edge, but the charts at least give you a 68% chance of a breakout to the upside or the downside. You know it helps make a decision for you.
I can agree with you on that. The fact that statistically, if you look at a chart and what it's done in history over a period of time, it tends to do this if this happens, and it tends to do that if this happens. You start getting data, you start getting statistics. It's basic maths, right? You start getting averages and probability and all of that kind of stuff. I agree with that. I mean, I went all the way with maths, so I understand that side of mathematical side of it. So you're right on that point. What I don't like about charts, though, is when I mean, in the break between the morning show and this afternoon show, I've been watching as much information as I can in between with different people and what they're saying, and they're telling you that it's going to hit the 200 week average, and last time this happened, and if it happens, this happens, and then when it doesn't do that, they just simply say, well, this time it didn't work, and this time it's different.
They crawl under a rock.
Yeah, whereas a mathematician, when I studied mathematics at school and university, right, numbers always added up the same. They didn't change because of the opinion on the day, and it just worries me that charts is all about numbers. All about numbers. If it's got anything to do with anything, it's numbers, averages, and so on and so forth. And when those lines don't cross, then they look for another line and another pattern and another low and another dip, and they trace it back even further. And it's like, this is ridiculous. You're drawing clouds in the sky, and that's why I don't use it, even though I understand it perfectly well. I don't use it as a way of investing for me, but.
Well, I mean, each their own, I guess, but it's always good to have a few insights and
I agree.
Use as much information there is to make a decision.
I agree.
But yeah, it can. But I guess at the end of the day, invest in what you believe in, invest in future technologies, and there's every dip there's ever been in the stock market has resulted in another bull rally. So what we can do now is accumulate as much as we can. And wait for the next bull market, maybe a few years from now, and we'll be rich again.
I absolutely agree with you. In my experience, I came in the market probably at one of the worst times in history. I didn't come in when it all crashed in COVID, which would have been great because we're going back down there now. Unfortunately, I joined this whole this whole journey, a year in to COVID, and obviously all the markets were surging because COVID was getting some sort of we're getting used to it. People were getting the stimulus checks, people were at home getting into Robinhood, all the stocks were going up and up and up and up, and obviously that's when I joined it, and I had that amazing run. I had about 6 months of up. I couldn't buy anything that wouldn't make any money. It was ridiculous, and of course I got more and more involved and so on, and now would I have loved to have come in where we are today? Absolutely. Wouldn't everyone love to just come into the market for the very first time today? But we can't, unfortunately. Those that are already in, we're in.
But we've learned some valuable lessons, and that could be worth more than the money we've lost.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
hopefully. But I'll leave you to your show, Martyn. It's been great talking to you.
Yes, always great talking to you.
We'll survive this. I love your calm manner. We will get through this all together.
We will, mate. Thank you ever so much for being part of this journey. We're not far off from our birthday. 13 days to go now, and it's been a great ride. And Ali, you're always a great guest to have on the show. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much, Martyn. Speak to you soon. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye. There's Ali Tisrow, legend. I really got a lot of time for Ali Tisrow. He's got a great radio voice, hasn't he? He's got a great radio voice. Comes on, shares his opinions. We have a good debate. We bang. What do you call it? Horns. Disagree on a few points, but ultimately we have a great conversation, and I have a lot of time for Ali Tisrow. And thank you very much, Ali, for your continued support as a member to these live shows. Appreciate you very, very much. Rob Brennan, how do you survive this market, Martyn? How do you survive this market? Well, I was listening today. Oh, my camera's gone again. I'm getting some static here today. That's what's going on. Let me bear with me. It's this extreme heat outside. We've got extreme heat here, but apparently we've got no global warming going on. But anyway, I'll try and keep the static out of this, but every time I move, I get some more static. How do you survive? Well, I had to listen to George today. You know George? Cryptos are us. I agree with some things he says, disagree with other things, as we all do, right? But he was saying today, and he looked quite upset, actually. He looked upset. He looked a bit tearful, if I'm honest. And he said over the years that he's been in the markets, on every bear market, when he lost a lot of money, he got out. This time he's saying, whether it's true or not, I don't know. He doesn't share his trades like I do, so it's a bit different. I mean, you can see how much money I got. It's right there. I can't hide it. He said this time he's not doing that. He's just going to ride it out on DCA, because when he's done that in the past, he's always regretted it. He's always lost out. I'm just making a little bit of a tweak here to my... there we go. That's better for TikTok, right? He's always regretted it afterwards. And I think Warren Buffett has always said that. The money is made now. Even though we're all losing money, this is the time to make your money. This is the time to get in. Because you're buying stocks right now, historic lows. I mean, let's just look at Amazon for a moment. And look at that. Look at that. That's over 5 years. One of the greatest companies of the world. Look at that. 2020, it was the price it is now. Well, do you think that Amazon is a better company today than it was 2 years ago? Well, I do. I do. I use Amazon for everything. I love Amazon. Well, there's your answer then. You don't have to know all the ins and the outs of Amazon. Is Amazon a good company? Do you use it? Do you see it beating the competition? Yeah, of course I do. Anyway, let's see how we're doing on the likes right now. 19 likes. We're a little bit low on likes. We're coming up. I know why. The afternoon shows are struggling when we have down days like this. People are suffering. People are struggling. People don't want to get involved. I understand it. But, you know, we're here for each other. That's all we can do. I'm going to double down. If space drops below 550, I'll go all in. Why 550? Is that a magic number? For me, I bought 10 shares of VU earlier. That's, to me, the most sensible thing you can do. Because there are dividends, there is historic history on your side, and you're not investing in one stock, you're investing in a collection of companies. For me, that's the way forward. Space, what do you think? Christmas came early? Robert Vergen, over the last decade, he's saying, these are not historic lows. We have been overvalued for 14 years. The markets have only been elevated since the Fed started bailing out markets in 2008. European and Asian markets are flat. There we go. There you go. There's market profit. And I have to say, as much as we don't want it to be true, market profit has been spot on. Look at Virgin Orbit. That is a serious drop today. Virgin Orbit. I'm hoping to go there in October, as you know, and do a film with your support through Kickstarter. I hope to do that. Bloody hell. Will they even be there? Theodore Roll, how are you this afternoon over there on Twitch? Thank you so much indeed. We have 49 followers on Twitch. We need 50. We've just dropped one. That happens sometimes. Virgin Galactic, Tesla, Rivian, Lucid, Arrival, Amazon. Look at Amazon. Look at Amazon. Such a great company. Being shorted to death. Apple down 3.64. Yeah. Did you see that? Let me put that together. Look at that. In one day, Rob. In one day, Virgin Orbit is virtually worth nothing. I will tell you, folks, some of these companies will not survive. Because if your share price goes down too much and you need to raise funds, you can't. You can't. They can't. Virgin Orbit, if it hasn't got money in the bank right now, who's going to lend the money? They can't go to the bank. You can't go to the bank and say, can you give me $10 million? Well, how much is your company worth? Well, about 20 quid. All right, then forget it. That's what's going to happen. And what we get now is we get shorters who think, right, the market's going to go to zero. Let's get it to zero. And they'll bank on it going down even further. And it could be shorted to bankruptcy. No matter how good that company is and how much we believe what they're doing, that could go to zero. I'm in. I'm not selling. I have 828 shares at an average of 358. It's a future stock. It's good for the future. Can't believe that BA is at the price when they are the greatest space airplanes make it in the world and all their troubles are behind them. I'm buying here. BA. Should we have a look at BA for you? Let's have a look. BA. Boeing. Let's see what Boeing are doing. Boeing down 9.45. See, this has nothing to do with the stock. When you see every company down by the same, it has nothing to do with the stock at all. I'll lend them a $5. There you go. Paul B. Paul B. We got our first, when I go and see them, in October, if I get my funding, I'll tell them, Paul. I'll say we got $5 here. Don't worry about it, lads. Don't worry about your stock price. Paul B's got $5 for you. We're going to be all right. All retail stocks are getting shorted by the millionaires and billionaires. Yeah, I hope they lose their money. Market profit. Breaking news. We just saw the biggest one-day increase in 2-year yields since the week Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy. This looks worse than the great financial crisis of 2008. And I take what he's saying. I'm not disagreeing with market one word. Binance announces plans to delist USDT Tether and advises users to close their position. Game over. Binance is the worst exchange to me. Get out of Binance. Not financial advice. There we go. Breaking news here on the show. Breaking news here on the show. Binance announces plans to delist USDT Tether and advises users to close their positions. Binance is going to go under now. Game over. Binance is the worst exchange to me. Get out of Binance. Not financial advice. That is breaking news just coming in right now. Well, there you go. Are you serious? Yes, market. Peru, here we go. Tether Bitcoin implosion incoming. By the way, BSV is up against BTC. I've been talking about it all afternoon. I've been talking about it all afternoon. When this information gets out, get ready for it all to collapse. By the way, BSV is up against. I've seen that. Binance will not go under. No chance. Here we go. Tether Bitcoin implosion incoming. Do you have a link, Peru? I can't find any information on Bloomberg Terminal about it. Yep, we have it here. Let me bring it into the show. Thanks, Peru, for sending this information in. Here it is. It's on Twitter. Okay. Crypto well breaking. Binance announces plans to delist USD. Finance below automatic statement. Please note users to be advised open. Wow. There you go. There's the information. Okay. Now it's about to get really serious then, okay? So now I'm going to do a quick video on this. BTC going to zero. We're just, this is what Peru's saying. Okay. Let's have a quick look about this. Okay. Breaking news here on the Day Trader. We've got some big news for you this afternoon, just hot off the press. Binance Futures will delist USDT, margined SC perpetual contract. We're now saying, some of our traders, our members here are saying on the show that BTC now could go all the way down to zero. I've been saying for weeks, we just literally had a discussion a few moments ago about it. But right now, there's a chance that BTC could go to zero. Let me show you how we had the breaking news coming in right now. Here it is. It says here, Binance announces plans to delist USDT Tether and advises users to close all positions. Game over. Binance is worst exchange to me. Get out of Binance. This is not financial advice. Thank you very much for our angel investor in sharing that information. You can see one of our traders, this is how he reacted. Market profit, what? Yeah, indeed. And Paul B, here we go. Tether, Bitcoin implosion incoming. And we just noted, by the way, that BSV is up against BTC. BTC is collapsing, whereas BSV is up. The money could be going straight into BSV. So get ready for that if that happens. And there you go. It's a payback for Binance. They delist BSV for trash BTC. There we go. And some of the comments that are coming in here now, I can't share on the screen, but this is another one. I love it. BTC is on death row, basically, and that's what's happening now. So there we go. Binance Futures will delist USDT. What do you think in the comments below? Leave your comments below. Is BTC Bitcoin about to go to zero? Many of our traders feel that's exactly what's going to happen. I've been saying for ages that it could go to zero. We just had a discussion a few moments ago from one of our traders saying, no, it won't, because, and this is the only argument that he has, and I do actually agree, is it potentially shouldn't go to zero because we're relying on rich, greedy people who will buy it regardless, and because they might make some money. But that only relies on greedy people buying it because they want to get rid of it. Does this all sound like a Ponzi scheme to you? Not buying something they want that can do anything, not buying something because it makes the world a better place, but buying it so they can pass it on to you. That is the very definition of Ponzi scheme. Well, we've been saying it all the way through, and now it looks like it's about to happen. So this news has just come out. We've got a few questions here being asked. Peru, BSV will sell off if USDT gets delisted. Then the entire crypto space will get sold off. There'll be nothing left. No one can harm BSV. Why? Because BSV is only on genuine exchanges. There we go. No one can harm BSV. Why? Because BSV is only on genuine exchanges. That's just come in from Peru. This is breaking news right now. Very important stuff. If any of those genuine exchanges hold both BSV and USDT in trading pairs, it won't matter what exchange you're on. That's coming in from Market Profit. Is this the end for crypto? Could very well be. Once the trust is gone, there is none. It's just the same as my YouTube channel. If you suddenly found out that everything I've ever said to you was a lie, if you suddenly found out that actually this isn't my real portfolio, this is a pretend portfolio, and I've been lying the whole time, what would happen? You would all unsubscribe to me in a heartbeat. If something is proven to be a lie and a con and a scam, people will leave as fast as you can imagine. Peru just said BTC is the new BitConnect. So there we go. Join us live every day on the Day Trader. Let me know your comments and thoughts below. Take care of yourselves and each other. Right, that's going to go out as a video later on. And that went in at 54 minutes. Just before that, actually, wasn't it? I probably talked for about 4 minutes. 50 mins. All right. I'm surprised the crash hasn't happened already, because by the time that information's out, only holding BTC and Ethereum. Me too with BSV. BSV is my biggest position now. Paul B. Peru, I'm convinced that tweet was related to Siacoin, not Tether. Okay, let's get more into that. Peru, would you answer that for us? I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll come straight back on that one. All the genuine exchanges are paired BSV with USDC. So if they dump USDT, who cares? That's what he's saying right now. Okay. Oh my God. I'm surprised that BTC hasn't gone down quicker, if that was the case. I need to do a thumbnail for this. Let me just do a thumbnail for this. Okay, just staring into the screen. I'll do a confused. That's how I do my thumbnails. Don't laugh. There we go. That's my thumbnail. What time did I do that? I did that at exactly 56 minutes. 56 mins thumb. Okay. Coin is up on the news. Big buy program going into close. Let's have a look. Let's look at our stocks. Overall, I don't see it. Market big buy program going into close. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. It's not being reflected in my stocks at all. There is some buying coming on, but not much to shout about. White House watching stock market closely. Jean-Pierre. Breaking news. The White House is watching stock market closely. Jean-Pierre. What exactly does that mean? Give some clarification to that, please. Are you saying the Fed could step in and do stuff? Some of my stocks are all right. Small buy on SoFi. Some of my companies are okay. A lot are disastrous. I reckon the Fed are going to step in imminently. Constant communication with the White House. Robbie Cooper. Means White House going to spend more money on crap and push up the US debt higher. Well, Market Profit said the markets would recover once the Fed step in. Is this the bottom then? Are we indicating the bottom? It's been one. What do you think, Market? Do you think, Market Profit, what do you think? Do you think enough's enough? They're going to jump in and say enough's enough? What do you think? But this is just my prediction, but this is the bottom. I don't know. Market profit doesn't think it's the bottom. Fed won't step in imminently. I thought the bottom was last week before. I've been thinking the bottom has been for 2 months. So don't listen to me. We will see the Fed step in by the end of this week for sure. Is that based on any theory or just based on belief and hope? Because right now it looks like just hope to me. GSK is down today, 3%. Mark Forge is down 13%. BSV is up 1.3. The only thing that's doing well today is BSV. I'm just saying. Well, I'm sure it's not the only thing. Revlon preparing to file for bankruptcy. The Queen of Celebrating. If you've got shares in Revlon, bankruptcy, according to Queen of Celebrating. I can't verify, obviously, these comments. When these comments come in, they are coming in from my members. I read them out, certainly from my members. I'm surprised that BTC has not reacted further. Peru, we're waiting for here. Market closed. Yep. Market is now closed. And should we ring the bell? Ring the bell of death. Why not? Who wants to hear the bell? All right, there we go. Market's closed. And let's see. I would have thought BTC would have gone down further if this news was backed up. But we are seeing a slight uptick. Not much. Not much, but a little bit, perhaps. A little bit, perhaps. Over there on TikTok, how are you all doing? How's everybody coping? Nudge it, budget, move it. I'm going on this. BTC old school was around 20,000, then went down to 1.8. So I'm thinking a high of 60,000 will go back to around 10,000. Well, we shall see. What will you do if it does? Will you buy one? Will you buy a whole Bitcoin? Will you be a minor whale and buy a whole Bitcoin? Who's going to do that then? Anybody got the guts to do that? I can't afford that. All right. Day trader of the day coming right up after our commercial break. Make sure that you press the red button and you are all live. If you're grey, you're behind. If you're live, you should be red. Okay, here we go. I am up on Bitcoin, SV, and BRQS. The rest are red. You're up on BSV? How can you be up on BSV? If you only just bought it? I could be up on BSV if I bought 11 of them right now. Well, no, I wouldn't. I'd be 7% down. But I haven't got the funds for that. I'm afraid. Peru replied to you on Discord. Ah, okay. Let me go to Discord. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you, Paul. Let's have a look. If your crypto is on Binance, get out, because many people are suing Binance regarding Luna and ongoing SEC investigation. Make sure to transfer your coin into a wallet or another exchange. Not a financial advice, and I am just a messenger. Okay. Okay. The Queen of Self-Braiding. How are you? Binance, here we go. Binance Twitter is regarding Siacoin, not for BTC. Binance Twitter is regarding Siacoin, not for BTC. They should say Sirecoin and whoever tweet did typo. They should say Sirecoin and whoever tweet did typo. Misled people. Anyways, BTC still got a 0. Even market profit read what I see. Even market profit read what I see. Okay. So I will not put that video out then. So that video will not go out. I've got a video that I recorded a few moments ago. Binance Twitter is regarding Sirecoin, not for BTC. They should have said Sirecoin and whoever the tweet did typo. Okay, so there we go. That is Sire. That is not BTC. That video will not go out. We've corrected that information. Okay. This is why I always say we check and it's not been verified by me. Stuff comes in quickly and we check it and then we update it if need be. Right. In the after hours, Virgin Galactic is up slightly, as is Virgin Orbit, up slightly in the after hours, as is Tesla in the after hours. Rivian is trying to push up in the after hours. Lucid is flat in the after hours. Arrival has popped up 3% in the after hours. Look at that for a pop up. 3% in the after hours. Apple. McDonald's. Coca-Cola down. Johnson & Johnson 0.01. Google down. All right, day trader of the day. Go to your main portfolio. We're seeing a little upswing in the after hours. We are seeing it. Not a great amount, but something to be positive about, I suppose. Have a look at this, Martin. Robbie Cooper, thank you for sending whatever it is. Robbie Cooper, what are you sending in? Have a look at this. What are you sending in to me? Right, first of all, though, go to your positions. I'm down. Can you believe this? 10.85. That's one hell of a down. Down 10.85%. There we go. That's a huge amount, folks, on any one stretch. Let's get a 1 minute on the clock. Make sure that you're live with me. Are you ready? Let's go. 1 minute on the clock. Get your scores in. Robbie Cooper, Binance are only delisting SC USDT, perpetual contract, not Tether. Yeah, we've just been discussing that. Yeah, there was a mistake made. It was a typo on the post. All right, we haven't got any scores in yet. Everybody must be stuck on the ad, so I'm going to give you more time. Here we go. Here come the scores. Down at 6.21. The Queen goes into the lead. Anybody else? Let's get the scores in. Let's see how we're doing this afternoon. Robbie Cooper, you're absolutely right. We've corrected that. Peru is saying there was a typo in the information on Twitter. The Queen of Self-Braiding is down 6.21. Does anybody beat the Queen? She beats me. Oh, Jason Stolfer goes into the lead, now down just 1%. Shoot, beat, doobie, wap. Virgin Galactic coming up. I bought some more this morning. Peru's in hiding. No, he explained his mistake, and I'm sure he'll be here to back it up. So, Jason Stolfer, anybody beat 1%? I reckon that's a winning score today. I'm going to call it. So thank you very much, Jason, for your honest trades. Give him a thumbs up. Absolutely fantastic. And here we go. There he goes. Jason Stolfer. Great score. Okay, great. Yeah, it'd be lovely if Peru could come back in again there. He did come back and say it was a typing error. And of course, we can clarify that in a minute. Thank you, although it's at 1% on a bigger amount, so not an ideal. Well, although it is 1% on a bigger amount, so not ideal. Ideal? I think that's what you're saying. That's what I said when it happened. Not ideal. Okay. When the score needs to be the overall portfolio on the day. Japan will list BSV. Hello. What's this? Japan is going to list BSV. Okay. Ay. Virgin Galactic is now moving up in the after hours. Rob Brennan, did you buy some? Up 1%. Virgin Orbit still falling down. Oh my God. It's going to be... Yeah. Give up. Don't buy anything. Just don't buy anything. As soon as it goes up, it goes straight back down again. Okay. All right. We're pretty much coming to the end of the show right now. We're going to wind up. I've got a post here. Peru, other top exchanges will follow suit soon enough. Let's have a look. We've got breaking news here. Let me bring it in. Let me bring in some information here about BSV. This is interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's bring this into the show. Oh, it's in Japanese. How am I supposed to read this? Right. All right. I'm not gonna read it. You're having a laugh, aren't you? You're having a laugh. All right. Does this say BSV are going to be listed in Japan? Who speaks Japanese here? Who speaks Japanese here? Sold all my ASTS at Open Bell for nice profit after pump. Have you considered FUV? With another green day today is a sea of red. Yes. Loaded up more semiconductor ETF today. Nothing too wild in size though. Translate the tweet. Is there a translate button? Where's the translate? Oh, translate tweet. Thank God for that. All right. I was thinking, are you having a laugh? Is he having a laugh? He's having a laugh. He's having a laugh. That's what I thought was going on. I thought you're having a laugh here. Right. Okay. So let's go. Let's have a look at this. This is interesting then, all right? Very interesting stuff. Shoot dooby dooby doo wah. All right. Okay. I'm going to bring this in. This is interesting. Breaking news here on the Day Trader. BSV today in a market where everything is down. BTC is down, Ethereum is down. BSV, on the other hand, is up 2.41%. Quite a good day, you might say. We've also got some news just been sent in to us from our angel investor. And this is the first listing in Japan. Notice of Bitcoin BSV is being listed in Japan. So there you go. Huobi Japan will start depositing and withdrawing crypto assets, Bitcoin SV, and handling them at sales offices and exchanges from June the 15th. That's scheduled, which is in a couple of days' time, Wednesday. So there you go. That's good news for BSV today. More adoption on the currency. So that's good to see. But you can see today that BSV is actually up when everything else in the crypto market, well, at least everything I'm in with, which is BTC and Ethereum, is all down dramatically. I will tell you now, just as a matter of fact, that BSV is now my biggest position in a crypto asset. So there you go. BSV today up 2.44. What do you think? I'd like to get your thoughts on this. We have a heated debate coming up soon. Many of you said it's been done before, but it hasn't been done like this before. I want all the big players from BTC and BSV live on my show, and we're going to get to the bottom of all the nonsense that's been going on around the world today. What happened at Celsius today? All the drama, all the deceit, all the FUD, all the nonsense. We want to get to the bottom of it. Now, if you don't want to be in our discussion and you want to run away, we'll assume that you're not prepared to stand up for what you believe, because there's so much now going on. Ponzi schemes, we're getting corruption and deceit. It's getting pretty real, and I want to get to the bottom of it, because my viewers who watch my show deserve to know what's going on. What should they invest in? Should they invest in BSV? Should they invest in BTC? They want to know. So if you want to be on our live show as a live debate, unedited as it comes out, go below in the comments of this video and say yes you would, and then I will give you my Discord link. Come over to Discord, message me, and we'll get you lined up to be on the show. It's in about a week's time. Once we get all the star players, I've invited all the big players from BTC and BSV to be part of it. Some of them have already declined, which tells you everything, right? But hopefully a good number will join in, and we'll get to the bottom of this once and for all. So BSV up today, 2.71, and we've also got it now appearing here on, this is my portfolio. Let me do that again. So here we have BSV up today, 2.67. And as you can see here, it's now being adopted by a Japanese, what is this? Exchange. My words went away then. Let's try that again. It's being adopted here today. Hang on, that's no good. Got to do that again. There you go. So here's BSV today up 2.54, and now we're getting news of it being adopted in Japan here on Twitter. Just news just out, very, very good news. Who by Japan on Wednesday, that's June 15th, is going to list BSV. Take care of yourselves and each other. All right, let's do a quick BSV. There we go. There you go. There's the video. There's the thumbnail. What time did I do that? Do. 1:17. 1 hour. All right. Okay. Let's have a look. BSV is Bitcoin. Yep. And $3 of ship. I have 1 BSV, 2 Aurora, and 4 Tilray. Nice one, Bill. Paul B. Hand casher. I accept BSV. So do I, but my app doesn't work. And Alex, no one's fixed it yet. I'm waiting to share the story of Hand Cash app with the world. But until it works, I can't. How can I? I'm down 1.5 dollars on 2 shares of Virgin Orbit. Needless to say, I am distraught. Jason Stolfer. Yeah, I get it. We're up in the last few minutes a little bit, but still down 10.75. Right, that's it. I've got to get that BSV video made, but that's it. I'll see you all back in the morning on a day when we saw catastrophes happening across there at Celsius, promising one day we have liquidity in the market and we can back all our payments and all our transfers, to a few days later saying, oh no we can't, we haven't got enough money. Just proves once again there's untruths, lies, deceit in this market, and it's why you watch this channel, right? We're here for each other. We only tell the truth. If we make a mistake, we admit to it. We had a slight typo error earlier, but we recorrected it the moment we noticed it. Everything you see here is real and genuine. We're here to support you, never to promote or pump or anything. I only make videos on what I invest myself. You see me buy it, you see me sell it. Everything is real here. Until tomorrow morning, when we do it all over again, take care of yourselves and each other.